Good afternoon. It was the very first murder to ever take place. It was maybe one of the very first sins that was bad enough to rise to this level, to be talked about forever. It was when Cain killed his brother Abel out in the field. There was jealousy going on there among those first two people born into this world. There was jealousy that God had accepted Abel's sacrifice but not Cain's. That Cain was not being loved on by God enough in his own mind, and he saw in his brother Abel the one that God really did love instead. So Cain took out his anger on Abel and committed murder. And when God came to Cain, he asked him this in Genesis chapter 4, verse 9. The Lord said to Cain, "Where is Abel your brother?" He said, "I don't know. Am I my brother's keeper?" Was Cain responsible for watching out for Abel? Well, I suppose in a way we might say, no, Cain was not responsible for Abel in that Abel was his own person. Abel was somebody who God was going to look at, and God was considering him a sinner, just like he was considering Cain a sinner, and Adam and Eve, their parents. And so Abel had a responsibility on his own towards God, but that's not what God was really pointing at. God was looking at Cain and saying, Cain, I know what you did. Cain, I know everything that you have done, and you're not going to hide it from me. You're not going to be able to keep any of your sins from me. Where is Abel, your brother? The one that you're most connected to, the one that you are blood relation to. Where is he? Cain, I know, God says. God was saying to Cain that he knew what Cain had done, that he had taken his brother's life. And Cain's response, am I my brother's keeper? Does it really matter to me what has happened to Abel? Cain was throwing it back in God's face, saying it didn't matter. He didn't care. That he had made his decision, he had taken his path, and that's the way he was going to go. Cain did owe something to Abel. He owed him love and respect and honor as a person, as a brother, as somebody who was loved by the Lord. Cain owed that to Abel, and you and I owe it to other people too. We're not those people, and we don't answer to God for them, but we do answer to God for our actions towards them. How we care about them, how we love them, how we treat them, how we honor them. Regardless if they're worth it or not, regardless if they deserve it or not, we are called to do that. We are our brother's keeper, that we are to look after others because God looked after us. Sinners though we are, God sent Jesus to care for us, to love us, to save us. And that makes us our brother's keeper. Until we see each other again, the Lord's blessings on your day.